FightNewz.
What up? What it do? How you dealing? How you feeling? I am here, y'all. We're gonna talk about what happened with the Tank and Davis Mario Barrios fight review. I thought it was a good fight. I thought the whole card was good. But, I went and got some questions from Twitter and everything. Y'all was hitting me up. Y'all was asking me everything. So we're gonna talk about this. They said, what was the takeaways from the fight and how it looked there? The atmosphere. The fight, the atmosphere, that thing was packed. So I took it away that Tank is a star. When Ellerby and Floyd kept saying that Tank was a star and that he was like, because last time he had a fight here, it wasn't as packed. It wasn't that packed. And this time, last time it was packed, but it was I think it was packed because there was more celebrities there. This time this was more of like just Tank's crowd. This was just Tank's people there, and it was packed. So, you know what I mean? This time, Floyd didn't sell the fight this time. See, I say, and I've been watching Tank since the beginning of his career. At first, Floyd used to do all the talking for him. Floyd used to be in all the, like, just like Puffy, all in the video, all that and everything. But this time, this was just Tank that sold this whole fight and everything. And Floyd only he only popped up at the fight. So he is a star. That has been established now. He's a star. He has got an exciting style. He's got his own fan base, and I mean I can see why they picking and choosing who he fights right now and everything. What do you think about Barrios? Barrios did good to me. I don't want to see Barrios again, cause that's a tough ass fucking Mexican right there. He was tough. Game he came to fight. I don't really care about the little secondary titles and everything, because I know they've been fighting for secondary titles since back in the day. I remember when Holyfield fought Michael Dokes for the international title because Mike Tyson didn't want to fight them. So this has been happening since back in the day. The secondary title is set up because certain guys just don't fight. Certain companies. This has been going on in boxing. This ain't nothing new in boxing. But the belt was real because that ass whooping he got was real. That fight was real. That's a real fight up in there. So, you know what I mean? I'm more concerned about the matchups more than who had the belts. I know why they got the belts on the line and everything. That's for TV purposes and everything. That's for people to buy into the fight. What do you think? Was Tank's power real? Tank's power is real. Tank's power is real. At first, I thought maybe he was because the Gamboa fight sort of threw me off. Because I was like, man, if he can't knock out Gamboa, he might not. You know what I mean? That power might be a little bit fake, but nah, you can hear it through the arena. He throwing bad intentions on every punch. And I think they just trying to. I think once they get like his weight class figured out, and they get like him the right diet, I think that's when we're gonna see like him really exceed with the power and everything. It was Calvin Ford? Yo, I don't even see the problem with the next question was about Calvin Ford and Floyd Mayweather. Look, Floyd Mayweather is doing the same thing that his dad used to do back in the day. If you watch any Floyd Mayweather fight when he was on Top Rank, his dad used to always be on the sideline yelling instructions and interrupting Roger and everything. So Floyd is exactly like his dad. This is not like surprising to me and everything. I mean, he's learning. He's just doing what he sees his dad do. So, and that made for a real good TV moment when he tells Tank that he's down, and then like Tank goes out there closes the show. That was a real good TV moment right there. So whatever they got going on, that worked out good. And another thing, I think that if you listen closely, Calvin Ford, he knows exactly what they have a good tight corner in there because every shot that he was saying to throw, it was landing. Like everything that they was telling Tank to do when we would finally do it, it would find success. So his corner knows what they're doing. I think they just need to. I don't think it's a bad idea. I like I like the whole dynamic of Floyd talking to him and everything. I mean, it seemed like it's working. I mean, for real, it seemed like it worked to me. I seen a few times Tank gets distracted and he looks in the crowd. That might not work out right for him a few times. But I don't know because I seen Floyd Mayweather talk to talk to Jim Lampley when he used to fight back in. So I don't know. So this is a little gift of the curse that's gonna happen with that. What does Tank need to work on? Tank needs to work on the volume. He needs to work on his inside work because he stopped Barrios to the body. So when you got a guy, that's the same thing. My problem I had with Deontay Wilder. If you have a guy that's got like all this superpower and they saying he's like the hardest puncher, go to the body. Why are you trying to hit somebody? It's hard to hit somebody in the head. Go to the body. You find more success a little bit easier. What's And he needs to start Tank needs his conditioning. His conditioning needs to be stepped way up because I guess in the 8th round, whenever he went for the knockout on the 9th round, he almost could have got. He was looking like Anthony Joshua that thing. Like he could have got knocked out. Let's say so. What do you think about LB saying that they're gonna only look? That's what promoters do. Ellaby saying that Tank is only and Ellaby and Floyd saying that Tank is only going to fight people on PBC and Mayweather Promotions is no different than Bob Arum telling Devin Haney that you signed with the wrong promoter and you're not getting the fight with Lomachenko. It's the same exact thing. I don't see no problem with it. Every boxing promoter does this. If it's what I mean. So I don't know, y'all acting like the fight was gonna happen anyway. Tank wasn't gonna come into the division, fight Mario Barrios, then fight Josh Taylor. He's already got a fight set up with Catterall, and then he wants to fight. The fights don't even make sense. Y'all just complaining about nothing. It wasn't gonna happen anyway. Teofimo Lopez, his fights are already planned out. I mean, the stuff that y'all complaining about. I mean, the only thing I can really see is the Ryan Garcia fight, and I've heard Leonard Ellerbe. And it seems like Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, they're more willing to work with Golden Boy on like a fighter to fighter basis, not like with Oscar and Floyd, but like more on a fighter to fighter basis, more than they're willing to work with Top Rank. That's what it seems like for me. It seems like I could see in the future Tank fighting a Jojo Diaz or fighting a Ryan Garcia or somebody else from over. I could see that happening. I really don't see like the Oscar Valdez and the Miguel Burchell and the Teofimo Lopez fights. I really don't see those happening until maybe like